the next question I see, now I might as well start with a new question, because if I try and carry on from wherever I was, it's going to fail, is Matt Doherty versus Jonny as a comparison. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I think both are very good options right now, but Matt Doherty has been, for me, clearly the standout budget option to put into your defence, and the only reason I haven't done it yet is because I felt like there were other areas I needed to fix. Players like Pedro needed to be changed, so I've been making those changes, and this is the first game week where I suppose I could make that move to Matt Doherty. If we compare the two, Jonny's underlying stats have been decent as well, and he is 0.1 million cheaper. However, goals scored, Jonny has scored 1, just scored it this game week, but assists 2 go to Matt Doherty over 0 for Jonny. That's not to say he hasn't been creating chances, but expected goals is higher for Matt Doherty, as well as expected assists considerably higher for Matt Doherty. You've got goal involvement higher for Matt Doherty as well, and to be honest, I'm pretty confident that is going to be the story the whole way through this comparison. Penalty area touches 22-20 in Matt's favour, goal attempts 11-8 in Matt's favour, 10-6 inside the box in Matt's favour. We've got 4 shots on target to 2 in Matt's favour. Big chances scored is actually in Jonny's favour, however. They both had 2 big chances. Jonny's put away a chance and Matt hasn't. But minutes per attempt, again, Matt's favour 55.4 to 76.4. Shot accuracy in Matt's favour, just goal conversion isn't. And then chances created, you've got 9-8, very, very close. Big chance created 2-0. And then you've got 68 minutes to 76 minutes per chance creation. So for me, Matt is the better option. But if you only have 4.4, Jonny will have games where he will do just as well as Matt, but I think Matt really is the go-to option. And right now, I'm considering transferring out Holebas, because unfortunately I don't have any funds in the bank, so whatever move I made would have to be a player that's more expensive than Matt Doherty. Now, Wolves, fixture-wise, Crystal Palace, Watford, Brighton in the next 3, that looks very good to me. Compare that to Watford, who do look decent as well. They have a longer run of decent fixtures. Now, it's all about whether I'm willing to miss that Crystal Palace away game. If I am, then I can wait till I've got 2 transfers and make the move then. But otherwise, I would have to bring in for either Alonso, Trippier or Holebas. I'm not sure I'd do that. Can't bring him in for Bennett, which is annoying. It would have been nice to just make that straight swap, but that's a boat I missed, unfortunately. Matt Doherty was someone that I looked at and thought he looks like a good option before he started scoring points, and it never worked out. But there was someone mentioning Jimenez and why there isn't much mention of him. I have considered Jimenez a lot, and I've looked at him and thought, could I go Jimenez and Ings as the partners for Aguero? Because that would save me a lot of money to spend in midfield. The issue I have with Jimenez is not that Wolves aren't a side that are going to create chances. They clearly are. And I think that side, Wolves side, is going to do well this season. My issue is he's had 22 attempts on goal, 17 from inside the box, 7 big chances, and he's scored 2 goals. His shot accuracy is decent, but his goal conversion is very bad. Out of the top strikers in the game, his goal conversion is at 9.1. The only person he's really beating is Gary Jesus, Cenk Tosun, and Morata. Now, for me, that's not good enough. I mean, I know he's cheap, but for 0.5 million more, I could get Troy Deeney, who's scored the same amount of goals, but has done so with less chances, if that makes sense. And 6.3 million Wilson, again, has done more with less chances now. Although I suppose, strictly speaking, 2 goals is, if they're both scoring 2 goals, it's irrelevant. So actually, going to go back on myself, the only person that's really doing better than him in that kind of price bracket is Danny Ings and Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray is about 0.1 million more expensive. Ings is very similar price. So Ings is the one that is probably in that price bracket that's the only one doing better than Jimenez. But it just seems to me that when you're that high up the table for shots on goal, and you're really not converting, it's a bit of a worry. Now that could of course change, and if it does change and he starts converting, I will eat my words. And Jimenez is still in my thoughts, but I don't think I'm going to be going for Jimenez just yet.